Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to address 3 myths about abuse of men by women. And that is myth number 1, it doesn't happen. Myth number 2, it isn't that bad. And myth number 3, it doesn't hurt. So myth number 1, that it doesn't happen. Abuse is driven by 3 motivations: to control, demean, or punish. Partner abuse can happen in any gender configuration, including female to male. And there's 7 forms of partner abuse: physical, verbal, sexual, financial, legal or administrative, spiritual, and then a category I put together, emotional and psychological. All of these forms of partner abuse can happen in any gender configuration. Sometimes there's a lot of similarity between those configurations, and then there's some uniqueness depending on the makeup of the couple. That it doesn't happen is proven, that it does happen is proven by some statistics that we've had over the years that have gotten not a lot of attention. One of the most profound is the American Center for Disease Control. And there have been several of these reports over the years, the most recent being 2022. So just a couple of years ago. And it's based on a very large phone survey about violence. And what they found is that there are basically equal numbers of men on the receiving end of intimate partner violence and women on the receiving end. So the statistic they came up with was 1 in 2 for women, 1 in 2 for men. And they broke it down. So we have psychological aggression, 1 in 2 for men, 1 in 2 for women. Physical violence from an intimate partner, same thing. 1 in 2 men, 1 in 2 women. And what they call contact sexual violence, physical violence, or stalking. Again, 1 in 2, 1 in 2. When they took a look at it, when it was actually just those were lifetime that I just talked about. When they look at the last year, they actually found that there were more men than women who were on the receiving end of physical violence from a partner. So it was 4.5% for women, 5.5% for men. The second myth is that it's not that bad. It isn't, and it's another way that people discount and make it unimportant that men can be abused by women. And the same report, the CDC report, when they looked at the last year, they also took a look at severe physical violence in the last year, and basically the same number of men were on the receiving end of severe physical violence as were women. And so it was 3.1% for women, 3.0% for men, basically the same. And what they categorized as severe violence included hitting with a fist or something hard, kicked, hurt by pulling hair, slammed against something, tried to hurt by choking or suffocating, beaten, burned, used a knife, or used a gun. So again, equal numbers of men compared to women. And then I want to tackle that it doesn't hurt. It does hurt. We have this myth about men that they are impervious to pain. They are not. And we have research done by Ann Quaker and her colleagues on the impact of intimate partner violence from when it's happening to men and when it's happening to women. And they found similar results, that for both men and women, physical violence from a partner resulted in poor health, depressive symptoms, substance use, chronic disease, mental illness, and injury. psychological IPV also had a negative impact on the physical and mental health of both men and women. I get into this a whole lot more and give you the research links and sources in a post that I just put up this morning on my website, annsilvers.com. No E on Ann. I put the link into the Zoom chat. I don't know if that's going to be seen by everybody, but if you go to annsilvers.com and you click on the blog, it'll populate there. Or if it's sometime later, put into the search bar, It Hurts, and the blog post will come up. Thank you.
And thank you for that and the work that you do.